Is that again?
What do I do if I want one thing to print for a stick and another thing to print for a wand? So basically, just like in Olivia's example, you have your if numbers equals 1 and if number equals 2, right? So basically, if you want, say, number 1 to be a wand, then you will basically put you've earned a magical wand under inside of the number equals 1 if bracket. Then like outside, you have the else if number equals 2, and then you can print something else. So basically, if you want one thing to print for a stick, you can just assign a number to like, you can just print something inside that if statement and everything outside, like inside that else if statement, well, can be for something else. So does that explain it for you?
Like after you type the wand, you can like enter, and then you can do system.out Okay, so after, let's use your example. So after you earn the magic wand, you can so then you can add like, okay, then you can add like another choice. So you can add like let's see, you have a choice like where do you want to go with the unicorn. So so then you can be like type 1 to go to the forest, or type 2 to go to the mountains, right? So then after that, that's when you can either make a new variable or you can use the same one to do the second choice. And then you can make like a new if statement, like copying the same one. If number equals 1, and then something happens, or else if number equals 2, and then something else happens, or they type nothing. So see, that's like another pair. And then you have like, you have 1, okay, so you have 1 set after you go to this set. Do you see what I mean? Yes? So then you can do the same thing with the second one, the choice with the stick. I want, okay, sounds good. All right, okay, I will scroll up a little bit and then let you play around with what I just did, and then do it for the second else if statements. And you can make as many else if statements as you want. It doesn't just have to be 2 choices. It could be 3 portals or 4. So can give you about like 10 to 15 minutes to do that. Oh, I see. Is it Duthie who joined?
Hey, what's up?
Have you attended any classes before?
Sweet. So just to catch you up to speed, right now we're basically making our own choose your adventure game using if-else statements. Nice.
Oh, okay. So do you understand how to make a class and start up the doc? Or do you need me to scroll up and show you?
Sweet.
Okay, that's good.
And just wondering, Caitlin with a C, are you caught up? Sweet. All right, so I'm gonna like talk about something extra you can do before you get like too deep into your project. Are you guys familiar with like and or in Java? Okay, so I can just like go over it very quickly. This is basically for when if you want to like do multiple if statements like in one giant if statement. Um, and I can share my screen. Can everyone see it? Sweet. So basically for this, it's for if you want to do like a bunch of statements. So in my example, I have like if input equals 1, then I'm gonna quit my game. And then input equals 2, I'll print something else. Input equals 3, I'll print like the statement. And then for everything else, I'll print else. So right now, my game basically runs like this. Create a new instance of game and then run it. So if I print like 3, it'll say printed 3. 2 will print something else. 4, everything else will print else. And then 1 will quit everything. So in this case, what if like, say I wanted to print something else for another number? Like if I wanted, if input equals 3, or sorry, 30, I also want to print this. So in that case, I could just put like another else if statement over here, right? And then put like input equals 30. And then do whatever, like basically copy and paste this over, right? But that's pretty inefficient because I basically have the same code twice. Instead of doing this, what I can also do is over here, put an or statement. So this symbol the two pipes is basically or. That means like if input equals 2 or input equals 3 or input equals 30, then I'll print something else. And let's say like in a different case. Right now I have if input equals 3, then I'll printed 3. But what if I wanted like if input, like if in a general case, if input divided by 2 equals 2, or let's put it this way, if input is an even number, then it will say printed even. Don't mind this symbol. It's complicated. This is basic. The general statement of this is if input divided by 2 is 0, or if the remainder of input divided by 2 is 0. So basically, if input is even, then I'll say printed even. But what if I wanted like more cases? So input divided by 2 equals 0. But I also want this input to be less than 10. And I'll print even less than, and less than 10. So I have multiple conditions. Then I'll use this symbol. This is the and symbol. So if input is even and input is less than 10, then it'll do this. So these are just two helpful tools for you to use in case you want to check multiple things at once. Any questions? Sweet. So I'll let you go back to your coding. And just let us know if you have any questions or like any trouble with your program.
Do you still need my screen or y'all good? All right, just a heads up, guys, we got about 10 minutes left for this class.
All right, so we'll be ending a few minutes early because there's another meeting that's going to be happening like right around 7 or sorry, 4 p.m. PST. Sorry. But thank you so much for coming and we'll see you on Wednesday.
Bye.